Imagine for a moment that you are in a hospital corridor. The mood sounds like the distant echoes of people's rushed footsteps and heavy machines. Time seems to have stopped entirely. The person who has been your longtime partner is standing next to the double doors. This man is now the father of your children because you have shared your happiness, your pain, your hopes, and your secrets with him. When Kelly Ripa's husband, Mark Consuelos, was thrown into a life-threatening situation, she witnessed this personally. Not only was there no manufactured drama, but there were also none of the humorous elements that we have become accustomed to from Live with Kelly and Mark. No, this was unedited, real life, full with strife that would test the couple's ability to bounce back. Kelly then said that during those first few seconds, as the medical professionals rushed to stabilize Mark, she had made a terrible plea. It was not an ardent plea for fame, fortune, or even her own name. She made a passionate, hushed plea that her husband should not be killed, not for her own gain, but for the sake of their kids. And thus, our story begins. Kelly and Mark's marriage has always seemed like a dream come true to many who observe it. They met when they were young, fell in love quickly, and went on to start a family. It seemed like the American dream. Through television, social media, and interviews, we were able to observe their flawless smiles and innate chemistry. We didn't see the storm that would nearly wipe out everything in a single night, and no one could have foreseen it. Kelly recalled how Mark's admission totally shocked her. "This is unbelievable," she mused. "He was athletic, strong, and always radiated unlimited vigor. Seeing him in such a vulnerable situation, surrounded by medical personnel and equipment, destroyed her and the all of us." She held to his hand and whispered his name, hoping he would hear her over the haze of pain and medication. Then came the appeal. Kelly admitted that she prayed to God, begged the universe, and begged anyone who could hear her to spare him. With tears in her voice, she pleaded, "Please don't take their father away from them. He is still relied upon." Those statements demonstrated her deep love for Mark and her steadfast dedication to her position as a mother. The plot undergoes a significant change at this moment. In that instant, Kelly had a brilliant idea. When a person's life is at stake, nothing is more important than their labor, belongings, or honors. We value the people we care about. The most important thing is the impact we have on their lives. That truth came to her like a ton of bricks as she clutched a hope in that cold hospital chair. But the night was far from over. Since Mark's status remained unstable, there were new waves of anxiety and uncertainty every hour. The doctor spoke quickly and in a calm but serious manner. Kelly described how she was a helpless bystander during a nightmare. In those helpless moments, she retreated inward. She relived their early years together, their brief romance, their secret wedding, the birth of their children, and their meeting on the set of All My Children. She managed to hold on to the hope that the man fighting for his life was more than just her spouse, with every memory. He was the lifeblood of their family. This is where the startling turn of events takes place. Would those memories be all that remained of her? Would her decades-long love story, which had been replete with unanswered prayers and a lonely place by her side, come to an end? Just as the sun was about to rise, something changed. A doctor came out cautiously confident. Mark had made it through the night. The trauma had not stopped his body from resisting. That glimmer of hope gave Kelly new life. Refusing to release his hand, she remained at his side for every moment of unconsciousness and fragile breath. But simply surviving presented further challenges. It was unclear what lay ahead. The road to recovery would be a long one, and setbacks were inevitable. Kelly said that she was afraid both of losing him and of the potential changes to their shared life afterward. Does Mark have the potential to change? Could their marriage survive the unexpected cloud of vulnerability and uncertainty that hung over them? It was another heartbreaking moment when Mark woke up weak but conscious. As Kelly described, he took her hand tenderly and whispered, "Tell the kids I love them." She and all of us were poignantly reminded by those 6 profound words that love is beyond all linguistic barriers in the face of death's inevitable arrival. During the reunion with their children, many tears were shed. As they traveled to the hospital, their love and care were evident. Despite his weakness, Mark forced himself to smile at them. He reminded them in a soft but firm voice. In a heartbreaking turn of circumstances, TV personality Kelly Ripa recently talked about her actor husband, Mark Consuelos. The seemingly perfect couple, who are well known for their charm and public success, have had their lives upended by an unexpected and horrific tragedy. Kelly has opened up about Mark's struggle with a potentially fatal medical condition. The stress of the situation is making it hard for her to find hope amidst her concerns. The public is aware that one of Hollywood's most loyal and stable couples is Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos. Their on-screen chemistry turned into a real-life romance after they first met on the set of the soap opera All My Children decades ago. Together, they now have a family of 3 and a successful career in entertainment. But no one could have predicted the crushing challenge Mark would soon face. Mark's loved ones are quite concerned about his health condition. Mark is well known for his roles in Riverdale and All My Children. Even though not every detail has been disclosed, Kelly conveyed to her audience the extent to which the sickness has impacted her and her family. Kelly's voice trembled as she described the helplessness and terror she experienced during her husband's argument with her co-hosts of Live with Kelly and Mark. According to Kelly, "The emotions I'm experiencing at the moment are beyond words," as tears filled her eyes. "It is incomprehensible to watch Mark, a truly strong person, go through such a terrible experience. Every day feels like I've been engaged in an endless battle." Although the couple has never been shy about expressing their love for each other or their family, a lot of Mark's illness has remained hidden. It was impossible to ignore Kelly's plea to her followers and the public for help. She continued by talking about her concerns for Mark's health, as well as the psychological and physical toll it has taken on her family. Kelly is aware of Mark's suffering as he fights for his life. She said that there had been moments when she felt completely powerless and uncertain about the future. "I've never been so afraid in my life." With a trembling voice, Kelly continued, "And all I can do is pray and hope that things turn around. We sincerely appreciate your support, prayers, and thoughts. We kindly request that you keep us in mind." The couple's fortitude and solidarity have been tested in ways they never would have imagined, and Kelly has depended on the support and love of her fans, friends, and colleagues to get her through this trying time. She has been open about how difficult it is for her to balance her time between her family, her work as a live show host, and her concerns about Mark's health. Numerous viewers have reacted positively to her openness and offered words of support and encouragement. Kelly's request has raised awareness of the sometimes underappreciated emotional toll that caregivers take when their loved ones are ill. The illness affects not just the person who is ill, but the entire family. Kelly's courageous sharing of her story has sparked an important conversation about how illness affects family dynamics and the importance of support for one another during difficult times. As Mark perseveres, Kelly, who is optimistic but realistic about the challenges that lie ahead, observes, "Though we can't predict the future, I firmly believe in the power of love and hope." She concluded her appeal by informing her followers of this. "There is not enough time in life to worry about anything but today." The level of support from the public and their fans has been amazing. Many others have opened out about their own experiences with illness, adversity, and the psychological and emotional toll that seeing a loved one suffering takes. Kelly's sensitivity during this time is relatable to anyone who has ever experienced the agony of witnessing a loved one fight for their life, and her candor has united them. Kelly Ripa's heartbreaking plea serves as a reminder to the family during this difficult time that even celebrities like Mark and herself are only human and face the same unexpected and sometimes harsh realities as everyone else. All we can do is support Mark Consuelos, stand by him, and remember him in our prayers as he continues his fight for survival.